Hello. I ran across this story and I wanted to come up here really quick and just share it with you guys. This lady on my screen is the beautiful Sandra West. She was born in Beverly Hills, California. And she was basically born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She came from money. Her family were very wealthy people, and she knew that that's something that she wanted to be long lasting. So as she got older, she did some acting and things like that, but she really wanted the money bag. She had heard around town about a couple of heirs to an oil tycoon. So she ran across one of them, and his name was Soul West. Now, Soul West and Sandra dated for a little while. Then she found out that it was actually his older brother by the name of Ike, who was the true heir to the oil in the family. So she broke up. She broke up with Soul, and she had to go all the way down to Mexico to find Ike because the family had banished him because of his drug habit. He had a really bad drug habit. So they sent him away down there with the bodyguard. Well, honey, let me tell you this. Sandra went down to Mexico and she found Ike. She found him. She cleaned him up. She loved on him. She stroked his ego. She let him know what a man that he was and that there wasn't anything that he was fighting that could beat him down. She had his back. And he eventually ended up getting clean. So she brought him back to his family in Texas and was like, look, see, he's clean. He's good. So he was able to become the heir of the oil tycoon, right? So she finally got her wish. She got her wish. Unfortunately, Ike ended up passing away of a drug overdose, and that left Sandra with millions, millions. Okay, and what she did was she started looking up Egyptians and how they used to live. And she found herself fascinated by the fact that when the Egyptians die, they're buried with their possessions. She was like, if they can do it, then I can too. Sandra had purchased her beloved Ferrari. She loved the car. And she said when she passed away, she wanted it to be buried in it. Unfortunately, shortly after writing her will, it happened. She passed away, also of a drug overdose. Now, when the will was found, her brother-in-law slash ex-lover, Soul, he was furious. He was like, I'm not finna be burying this car, this girl in this car. This is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. I'm not gonna do it. He even went to the courthouse. This is what the article said. After going to the courthouse to try to get out of it, which required a 2 month temporary burial. So they had to bury her 2 months somewhere else while he fought this in court. So he had to comply with her request. The car and West were encased in a box measuring 10 feet wide by 9 feet deep by 19 feet long, which was hauled to the gravesite at the Alamo Masonic Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas, on a flatbed truck and interred in a hole 9 feet deep. After burial, a ready mix truck encased the box in concrete. The simple grave marker does not give a clue to what is underneath. Oh my God. So this woman, this beautiful woman, got exactly what she asked for. She wanted to be buried in that car next to her husband. And they did just that. Buried her in a white negligee, leaned her seat back, and buried her. I just find this story absolutely amazing. I don't know, kind of trifling at the same time. I mean, you was dating this brother because, she thought that he was the heir. And then when she found out, no, there was an older brother, she dumped she dumped him with the quickness. She dumped Saul. She went off to Mexico to go find his brother, but she was a big help in cleaning the brother up. She did. Well, she cleaned him up long enough to get his ass back to Texas, so everybody can feel like he was clean enough, to take over the empire. Sadly, she did pass away at the age of 38 years old, due to prescription drugs. Wow. Sandra West, rest in paradise. I can't believe she's down there in that car. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this is crazy? Would you want to be buried in your car? If you had the choice, people are doing strange things. I've seen people um, attend their own wake. They requested to be at their own wakes. These people, their corpse are standing up, or they have their corpse sitting down at a card table. They look like they're just sitting there. Are you somebody that would want to be, some people don't want to be laid down. I remember one specific one. He was a gang member. He was shot up and killed, and they had threw him over the bridge horrifically. But he had already stated to his parents that if he ever died or when he died, that he didn't want to be laying down. He didn't want people peering down at him. So they buried him at his wake and funeral. He was standing up in a pair of jeans, hoodie, glasses, had his little thumb, his hands was hanging out his pocket. There was another lady sitting, like I said, at a card table with her shades on, her mink coat, had a lit cigarette between her fingers and a shot of whiskey. I mean, hey, to each his own. This was truly amazing. How she got to where she was. Hey, it is what it is. So the brother in law slash lover had to comply in order to get the money. What do y'all think? Thanks for watching. Bye.